Mombie. I have a few minutes to kill before I go to my next appointment, so I figured I would crochet in my car for a little while and see if anybody comes by. If not, they can watch it later, if need be. I'm making some little baby loveys. I made one here that's finished, and it's going to have the Colorado Sea right here. I had one in my bag, but I already took it off. And then I also made a hat that I'm also going to put the Colorado Sea, to make it a Colorado flag on. And yeah, I can't find the little C's, but I'm working on another one of this part of the blanket that it folds out like a little lovey, little baby lovey. I haven't put a mouth. I haven't decided what color I want to put yet, but maybe red to match the red Colorado. Um, so I'm working on making another one. I'm just doing corner to corner, and then I'm making it. I don't know. I'm not counting. I'm just doing it about whatever size I want to. And when it seems about big enough, I stop and start decreasing. Um, I figure I'll put a couple of these up for sale on my Instagram. If you're not already following me on Instagram, it's the same handle as it is on here. It's at Mombie underscore Amy, and that's spelled Mombie underscore AMY. And that's my Instagram, and you can find stuff about recovery over there, stuff about my crochet, some of my more daily activities I post over there. So there's people driving by looking at me like I'm a crazy person because I'm sitting here in the Walmart parking lot. It is literally the smallest Walmart I've ever seen. It's a neighborhood market only. I've seen the regular Walmarts with the neighborhood market added on, but this one is just the neighborhood market, so it's just a grocery store. They don't sell any of the regular Walmart stuff in there. But I just drove past it and was like, wow, I'm a little far away from my home. I'm doing some work right now. So anyway, I'm just going to work on this, and if anybody pops in, we'll see. Uh, we'll talk then, I guess. I can't play music while I'm doing this because I'll get a copyright strike, so I can't, yeah. So, I'm just seeing what the buttons are here, different buttons. So hello to whoever the two people are that are in here. Thank you for joining me. I'm just crocheting in my car, like I said. I have another meeting to go to. I am in the behavioral health / substance misuse recovery field, and so I help a lot out. Right now, I'm helping out with some sober living homes. I am teaching groups at some, and then tonight I'm in between teaching a group, and we're going to go over to. I bet you can make a killer casserole. Maybe, I don't know. I don't. I can follow directions, I guess. But tonight we have an all-house meeting at the Free Recovery Community, which is a church for folks who are in recovery or who are how they call them, spiritual outcasts or religious outcasts. I am making, this is a corner to corner. It's going to be one of these baby loveys like this that they open up to a little blanket, and the babies can hold on to them. And it's going to have the Colorado flag, the Colorado Sea right here. I don't have one with me because I'm just in my car in between jobs for a little while. So I'm just hanging out. I got it for about half an hour before I have to be at the next place, so I'm just crocheting, and it's too far for me to drive home and then come all the way back. I'm in my car because I'm in between jobs, and like in between, like I was at one place until 5:30, and then I have to be at the next place at 6:50, and so I've got this like a little over an hour time to fill, and so I'm just kind of sitting in a parking lot because I live an hour away from here, so I can't drive home and then come back. So I have to just hang out in here until I can go pick up the next person and take them to their meeting. So I work with folks who are in recovery from substance misuse. Tonight we're going to a meeting that all of the sober livings that are part of this company are all getting together, and all the ladies get to hang out, and we get to go to a pretty cool church and hang out. So it's different, and we get to get out of the house. So that's fun. Or they get to get out of the house. I'm not in the program. I'm just working there. So this is just something that's super easy that I can make in my cards. It's not big, and so I just work on them whenever I've got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am a person who's in long-term recovery myself. I was an alcoholic for many, many, many years, and I almost lost my life to alcohol. And so I now work in the field helping people so that they don't get as sick as I was, and so that people don't lose their children or, get put away in jail for having possession charges. I help with all different kinds of stuff. I'm a doula. I help people with their births if they are a human who is a current drug user or they're on medicated assisted treatment. Sometimes they won't get the best treatment in the hospital when they're in labor. So I go and advocate for them and make sure that they get treated as the beautiful woman in a vulnerable state that they are. And I just really have a heart for people who are in any kind of recovery from anything, whether it's criminal justice or homelessness or substance misuse or whatever they're recovering from. Some people recover from eating disorders or from gambling, sex. There's all different kinds of things. So I just am here for anybody who wants to change their circumstances and change their life and get to be a better version of themselves. My sister, one of my sisters, used to say, "Oh, you think you're better than me?" And I said, "No, I'm not better than anybody. I'm just better than who I used to be." And that's what I want other people to feel, is that they're just better than how they used to be. So, and that's it. I don't have any stigma against any one certain group of people. No bias, no anything. I think that humans are humans, and we all need a little help sometimes, and we may not all look alike, talk alike, all those kinds of things, but who cares? We're just the same thing under our skin suit, So that's what I do, is I spend my days helping people and going to church and helping people and crocheting a lot. My beverage tonight of choice is Liquid Death Cherry Obituary. It is the best. It's just sparkling water with a little bit of cherry flavor. It is so good. It's my favorite. That's like my obsession right now. Any kind of sparkling water. It's like something about the bubbles. And I'm not a big soda drinker, so I love these. I make sure I always have plenty. And if you guys ever want to hear my whole story, I have it all posted on my page. I have told different parts of my story. I've told about when I got really sick and almost died from alcohol. I have links to a podcast that I was on recently. It was called Rock Bottom with Ryan, and he interviewed me about my life. And I'm going to be on another one here in a couple of weeks. That's going to be exciting. I already have the questions for that one. I've been preparing myself. But I just want to get the word out that, there are options for people for any kind of change that you want to make in your life. You don't have to suffer. There's so many places that you can get help and so many different options for people, even now in the current state that our country is in, with people's benefits being unsure and people being unsure about Medicaid and stuff like that. There are places that you can go. There are places that you can go that take Medicaid. If you are a mother or a father with children and you need to go to treatment, there's places that you can go that you can take your children with you while you are in treatment. There's all kinds of stuff, and I didn't know that, and that was why I almost drank myself to death, because I was not about to ask for help and lose my kids, and so I drank basically until I almost died, and I had to one night my esophagus ruptured and I almost bled to death at home. So um, if you want to hear that whole story, um, it's on my my videos and stuff and my shorts, and I tell stories on some of my shorts and little story times um, about back whenever I used to drink and stuff. And they're not to brag. They're not anything that are like, oh, I'm so proud of this that I used to do. It's just that this is a story about something that happened one time, and either I think it was funny at the time, or it was something really stupid that I did that was embarrassing, or just somebody got on to me, and he commented on my video and said that it wasn't funny because I had used a filter, and that kids were going to see it and kids were going to think it was okay to do drugs. And the only thing that I could say to that was, well, number one, I don't make videos for kids. I make videos for adults, and all of my videos are about drugs. So even my crochet videos, I talk about drugs. So if he doesn't like that, then obviously my videos aren't for him either. And this is the same person who on his videos, he talks about back in the 70s how him and his friends used to do drugs, and he explicitly describes it, and he also tells what alcoholic beverage he is drinking at the beginning of every single one of his videos. Alcohol is a drug. Alcohol is a substance. It is an addictive substance that kills people every year. And he can talk about that, but I can't talk about someone offered me a drug when I was 19 years old. I mean, this is 30 years, almost 30 years ago, 20 years ago. So, no, I'm 47. So it was a really long time ago. I'm not good with math. Anyway, but yeah, and so I was like, whatever, dude. And that was my only ugliness I've gotten. There's a guy that's pulled up that started watching me, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody that came through. I do have to go pick up another person, and we have to go to a meeting and go talk about recovery some more. So I might try to hop back on here later this evening. We'll see. I appreciate everybody who comes by. Please try to like and subscribe, all those cheesy things that everybody has to say. But, we're all here just trying to do something, trying to spread the good word. So I appreciate everybody. Have a good night. Be kind to each other.